S.A.M is one of Satisfactory's current mysteries. It's been in the game since the beginning, but it has no use yet. If you've seen I'm Kibitz's recent video about S.A.M, you saw his theories on what S.A.M could be used for.
So, bit of a spoiler, but you actually use the S.A.M ore to make a sonic screwdriver. And then with the sonic screwdriver, you see you can use this to open up this police box. But this isn't
Clearly, Kibitz is just having a bit of fun there. But what are the real facts about S.A.M ore? Can we figure out what its purpose will be? Spoiler alert, this video contains information about unreleased content for Satisfactory. So, what is the truth about S.A.M ore? We don't know. Okay, bye. Hold on. There are some things we can figure out here. There is some information hidden inside the game as it is currently released. Earlier versions of the game even had more hints, but these have since been removed from the game's asset files. The current facts are: there are S.A.M ore deposits and a few S.A.M ore resources in the world. There is at least one resource node near the Dune Desert biome that is hidden inside rocks and that is inaccessible, but most of the other resources can be mined right now. Each node only produces up to 90 S.A.M ore each play session. Each time you start your Satisfactory session, it produces a bit more and then it stops again. Doggos sometimes fetch some S.A.M ore for you. Although the recipes for them are disabled, using the Pack Utilities mod it is possible to access some items created from S.A.M ore. S.A.M ingots and S.A.M fluctuators already exist in the game, but have no inventory icon. The fluctuators don't even have an in-game representation, but these items have been in the game's code since the first closed alpha release. It looks like S.A.M ore, but it is a fluctuator. S.A.M fluctuators could be used to construct two new building types. The first one is described by the Satisfactory wiki as a remote storage, which is an unreleased building that can be used to access items stored within the storage unit from anywhere. It has only one input and no outputs. And the second one is called a converter and is described as a building that can be used to convert any two raw resources into any one raw resource of the player's choice. So what can we conclude from these 5 facts? S.A.M ore is supposed to be hard to get, and at one point in time, even before Satisfactory's public release, the devs considered a converter building type and remote storage facility. But what does that mean? The remote storage only has an input and no outputs, so the likely idea is that you can place multiple of these in the world and send items into them. And you can access all these items from the other remote storages. But how would that work? How would you balance the items in there? Consider you want to store every item needed for building in the remote storage system. So you would need concrete, iron plates, rods, beams, motors, rotors, computers and whatnot. Basically almost everything I store here in the storage area in my main base. But how would you limit the amount of a specific item going into the storage? You currently can't. Current storages stop accepting inputs when they are full. But if the remote storage system would do that, it would be very hard to automatically fill it with every useful item. It would require an almost impossible to achieve balancing of all your production lines. Storage capacity could be infinite, but when there are an infinite amount of items stored in there, good luck finding the one item you're looking for, not to mention the performance implications that an infinite storage would have. With a bit of modding we can see what an infinite storage would actually look like. With a bit of area actions trickery, this box contains over 13 million items. Good luck finding the one item somewhere in the middle. Maybe trains made the need for this type of storage obsolete, because with a properly set up train system you can build something quite similar to remote storage, except that trains take space and planning and mostly are fun to set up, rather than just dropping a few remote storage containers in your world and be done with it. So you know, thinking about it like that makes it actually sound quite boring to me. And then the converter. Imagine being able to simply convert one item into another. That would be a huge change in the game's mechanics. Basically, the same thing as with remote storage. It's a shortcut for doing some actual work on your factory. Boring. So, I wouldn't be surprised if none of these things that are technically already in the game but not unlockable would actually end up being removed again, and the use of SAM ore will be a lot different from what the devs originally seemed to have planned. Oh, and by the way, these TARDIS and Minecraft items Kibitz showed in his SAM ore video, you can have those right now. Those are simply mods, and you can install them right now in your game and play with them. I'll put a link to them in the description. So, what are your thoughts about the use of SAM ore considering the facts that we now know? Let me know in the comments below, or look up my Twitch livestream and we can have a chat about it. And that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want more Satisfactory content, subscribe to my channel.